All right, let's go over how to graph compound inequalities. This corresponds to IXL, Algebra 1, K12, graph compound inequalities. So right here it says graph the compound inequality. So there's a lot going on with this. So I'm just going to click around and show you guys real quick. So we have closed circles and we have open circles. We have shading in between and shading away. Okay, so when I'm doing these, it's very important to know what am I talking about here? Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can get rid of that point for me. No, it's not going to let me. I'll fix it in a second. So let's look at this. This says it's -5 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 2. So I'm going to be shading in between these two values here. So this is an and inequality. So at -5, I have a open circle. All right, so if you ever click on the wrong point like I did, notice I clicked on -4 at the beginning just to show you. You can click on the other point, set that one first, and then you can re-click on this and you can move it around. Okay, so see how I did that? I can just kind of click it and move it around. So what I did there, okay, so I clicked at -5 and I had a point here, okay, and what I did was, notice it wasn't letting me move it, so I clicked on -3 and then re-clicked on that. All right, so that's how we would do that or fix the problem. So right here, it's a -5, open circle, shading in between 2. So I have to move that to 2. So watch. That's how you do that. Now, notice it'll give me a way to delete it all in the middle. Don't click the dotted, just deletes everything you got. So let me put that back. I feel it's important to go over that stuff at the beginning because undoubtedly somebody will make that mistake and get frustrated. So I just want to go over that. All right, so let's go over this. Okay, it's an and inequality because x is in between. It's going to be a closed circle at 6, and it's going to be an open circle at 9. All right, this is going to be an and inequality because the x is in between. It's going to be a closed circle at 7 and an open circle at 8. Okay, so let's just run through a couple of these. Open circle at 3, closed circle at 6. Now, this is an and inequality. Don't be fooled. It has the word and, so I'm going to be shading in between. So I'm going to have a closed circle at -2, an open circle at 4. Okay, and I shaded in between. So this is going to be an open circle at 2, an open circle at 6, and I'm shading in between the values. Now this changed. Notice I have the word or. So I'm going to have to graph this one, and then I'm going to have to graph this one. Now I already know what this looks like in my head. They should be shading away from each other. I shouldn't be shading between 0 and 4. I should be shading away from 0 and 4. So let's start with 0. So I'm going to have an open circle at 0, and then I'm shading away. And the way to shade away is I have to click on the arrow at the end. Now, with this one, I'm going to put a point at 4. It's going to be closed, and I have to click on the arrow. Notice I'm shading away from each other. Okay, let's do another one. Or, so I'm going to have a open circle at 669, okay, and I'm going to be shading away, okay, towards the arrow, and then I'm going to have an open circle at 674, and I'm going to be shading away. All right, so that's how you do it. If you guys have any questions on how to do Algebra 1, K12, just let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out.